find out who truly is the best thrower. Kegs for weight. Laz, how do we win this thing?
Throw the heaviest keg you can over that bar. As we said, we do have some incredible throwers. I think the favorite is going to be Tom Stoltman. He's already halfway up there. Tremendous height, tremendous wingspan. The release point is so much higher than the others, and he's powerful as well. You need to be explosive, but as well as that, you need to get the direction right. The trajectory is so important. You'll see guys throw it high enough, but if it doesn't go over that bar, it doesn't count.
The question is going to be, what's it feel like to throw these kegs? Some guys have trained with sandbags. Some guys have trained with kegs in parking lots, in backyards. They haven't been able to throw them because there's cars parked. Some of them haven't been able to get hands on kegs. So what's your training look like?
Most of these guys will have had their hands at least on a keg before. They are professionals. They will source everything that they need. And throwing has become more and more popular in strongman. So we've seen plenty of throwing events. You've just got to be adaptable, be able to change your hand position, but essentially the throw and the technique is the same.
Trey Mitchell goes first. You get 2 attempts at each weight. We're starting at 55 pounds. You have a 30-second window in which to throw.
What we'll find is this first round for a lot of the guys, this is still warming up. This is learning on the job. You said for those guys that maybe haven't had the kegs, they've been training on sandbags or something different, this is still practice. 55 pounds, comfortable for most of these guys. As we get up to the 70-pound mark, then we're going to see people really dropping out, and anything beyond that, it's going to get loud in here, and if we can see that magical 100-pound keg go over, the blue arena is going to erupt.
Bobby Thompson said yesterday, I've only thrown a 45-pound keg because that's all I could find. So we'll find out what happens. Here is Shane Flowers, currently sitting in 16th place. He is one of the better throwers in this field.
Let's see how high this goes. Easy throw there for Shane.
I love the catching apparatus, too. It makes you feel like you're in a carnival.
It's brilliant, isn't it? It's so simple, but it works so well.
Speaking of Bobby Thompson.
So far, 2 events down, and Bobby Thompson has ended up on the floor on both of those events. He's still standing, he's okay. Just gives 100% on everything.
And he will start with the black keg, the painted keg.
Interesting technique. Goes over no problem for Bobby.
What are the different techniques to this? We've seen 2-handed throws. We see Bobby go with the 1-armed slingshot throw. Nick Guardione said he's going to try to treat it like a sandbag.
Yeah, a lot of people have different preferred grips. So Nick's talking about just holding the lip rather than through the handles. And he's such a good sandbag thrower that he may just feel comfortable doing that. Nick is actually up now. So let's have a look at how he decides to grab this. Not going to go for the handles. Just got to be careful that as it gets heavier, it doesn't kind of pull out of those fingers.
He's going to grab that lip with both hands.
Clearly works for him. No problem there.
Still early on in the weight climb, 55 pounds.
So Lucas Hatton coming up next. Now, Lucas, as you can see, has some of the biggest legs on the planet. He's not the tallest athlete, so it makes it hard to create space to get that keg through the legs. I don't think he'll have any problem with this weight, but as it gets heavier, you really want to get through as easy as you can. No problem there for the big man. A couple of years back when they first started doing kegs, they were the bigger kegs, and that would have been a huge problem for someone like Lucas.
And now Austin Andrade. One of the guys that likes the change of going to weight instead of going to height.
The heavier the better for this man.
And Andrade clears easily. He came in 8th place overall, but within plenty of striking distance of both the podium and the top of the leaderboard. And this is a competition that is made for guys like him. Short, stocky, brick house. Thomas Evans.
Thomas Evans taking the keg sideways. We're seeing a few different techniques, all working so far.
Let's talk strategy a little bit, Laz, as we go through when you throw. Everybody is throwing at 55 pounds, 25 kilograms. Maxime Boudreau is coming up. And then there will be 5-pound jumps. But this works like a track and field event. So think of it like high jump. If I get to a height and I'm good, I can pass into the next height if I want to.
You can pass. I think because it's such a new event, we won't see that many guys passing weights. I think because they're not limited to 3 lifts like we were with the log lift, and it's not the most taxing event on the body, just throwing 1 keg, I think we'll see most guys take each round and not want to risk suddenly dropping a lot of points if they do skip lifts. This is our birthday boy, Wesley Dewinski, celebrating his birthday today. And he's a fantastic thrower. He will want big points on this event.
Now, usually you don't throw the keg away on your birthday. I'll bring that back.
And he's going to need to delay those type of celebrations for a few days at least.
All right, here's your favorite. The Albatross, Tom Stoltman.
Now, as I said, I mean, just look at him. He's built to throw. The wingspan, the height, and then he's got tremendous power through that body as well. Let's see how easy this 55-pound is. That was pretty comfortable.
He didn't even have to try.
No, you can see there he didn't apply maximum force. He's just warming up, keeping the hips loose. And to be fair, no one's looked like they've gone to really force anything yet. It's like the last warm-up, this lift. Get yourself used to being out here.
Now Josh Spurgeon, the Ohio native.
This is probably Josh's least favorite event of the weekend.
He has never thrown a keg in competition until now. And he got it.
And that's good for him. Like, he'll have been nervous with that. Getting that first keg over settles the nerves. He started off brilliantly. Throwing has been the one event he struggled with the most in training.
Leads into Tristan Hoth. 70 to 75 pounds is the goal for Hoth, and I think we might wind up seeing a log jam as we get there.
I agree.
Still 5 kegs away or so.
No, obviously, it's not been needed yet, but there are two kegs out there of each weight. Important factor will be if people tie, doing the keg first will get you points over someone that misses on the first attempt and gets it on the second attempt.
Just like track and field?
Yep.
You clear the height first, you win. Foytu, who vaulted into second place overall after our second event. He's a half point out!
That is the first failed lift we've seen, or failed throw.
And that was a trajectory miss more
Absolutely.
than anything.
He's got the power for this. Just needs to correct. But then, these are nervous times. When you miss that first one, he's adjusted, and he gets it. Stood back a bit closer to the implement that time. In the end, no problem.
It's a big exhale, though.
Yes. When you're near the end and everyone has gone through and everyone's cleared it easily, you don't want to be the guy that misses.
Now Bryce Johnson, the reigning North America's strongest man.
Another man that looks built to throw as well.
Uh-huh. It's like chucking a hay bale.
No problem there.
This is more of a brute force event, Laz, because it's throwing for weight. But as Evan Singleton walks up here, describe the technique it takes for each of these guys to throw this keg.
It comes from triple extension. So the ankles, the knees, the hips all working together, arms releasing as high as possible. You get some people that focus on just pure back power. They're just strong and powerful. Others that are a little bit more dynamic, a little bit more explosive. Evan, no problem there. It'll strut away. He's having fun today. He's enjoying it. He's in first place. Good to see him enjoying his strongman.
Is there a strategic difference to holding both handles, to holding it upright? What would you do?
A lot of it comes to personal preference. You know, everyone's built slightly differently. Everyone's leverage is different, so you figure out what feels best for you. There's no right or wrong answer with that. The guys have figured out what they feel best with. We're seeing a lot of guys twist it and use it sideways like this. One of the advantages of doing it this way that Eddie does, if it hits the bar, it often spins over.
It's the end of round one. through 55 pounds with Eddie Williams.
So we will move up. 60 pounds will be our next keg. 27 kilos.
5-pound jumps all the way up. And again, we have kegs up to 90, and they can continue to add weight on the spot.
Now, I wouldn't be surprised to see some guys pass on this one. Most of these athletes made it look pretty easy. Lucas Hatton, no problem. Spurgeon, not the highest over. Got that clip on there, but it went over. And the only other person that looked like they were struggling, no problem for Bryce. Again, that height going to be a huge advantage. And the big man, Eddie Williams. Easy throws. All 16 athletes through safely with 55 pounds.
And now indeed we will see who throws and who passes as we up the weight 5 pounds. 2 kilograms.
Yeah, 27 kilos now, 60 pounds. Trey Mitchell first up.
He has that lip and he heaves over easily. Trey Mitchell advancing. It's the same order the entire way through. Round 1, round 2. This is Shane Flowers.
I thought maybe Shane might skip this weight. But as I said before, nobody wants to take that risk if you don't have to. They can do every throw. Gives them more familiarity, get used to those kegs, get used to the apparatus, where you need to be stood for when you are using those heavier kegs later on.
And Shane Flowers is good. Bobby Thompson is up next, and then we will indeed get our first pass. Nick Guardione is going to pass through, so felt good at 55, no need for 60. But Bobby Thompson will throw at 60 pounds.
Bobby Thompson with that one-handed swing, goes into the two-hand, accelerates through. Good throw for Bobby.
And that leads up to Lucas Hatton. Again, that short stature just makes it an uncomfortable kettlebell swing.
Yeah. Holding the lip, similar to Nick Guardione. And good throw for Lucas.
Fixed height of 15 feet that these athletes are throwing over. Just for perspective, that's about throwing a keg over a giraffe, or Laz, more to your neck of the woods, that is 1/2 of a red London bus. And you can see Austin Andrade checking the kegs. I don't know if there's a strategy on which one of the two you want to throw first. They're both 60 pounds.
60 pounds is like your average 6-year-old. So, you know, if anyone wants to pass their kids down to these guys.
What kind of 6-year-olds do you know?
Hey, strongman 6-year-olds would be heavier than that.
That's true. Here's Thomas Evans. I forget who it was. I think it's Evan Singleton. That was 13 pounds when he was born. Yeah. Evans for 60 pounds, two-handed throw. Clear out the back of the apparatus, almost took out a volunteer.
Volunteer diving to save that. I love the commitment. Yeah, he gets a cheer, and rightly so. That is a commitment to your job right there.
Maybe trying to save the floor of the arena more than the keg. Maxime Boudreau. Yeah, these are 30-second throwing windows. You do have 2 attempts if you miss the first. And this keg does stay in.
Maxime making it look comfortable. Maxime's a great thrower. Do you know what? I put a lot of pressure on Maxime last year saying how good he is at throwing, and he let me down. But normally he really is a good thrower.
So is Wes Derwinski.
Wes is a fantastic thrower. Must be a Canadian thing.
He said he was shooting for 80+ pounds. That's one of the higher expectation numbers that these athletes gave us. And the Canadian,
No problem.
yeah, that was good over 20 feet. Only one athlete passing. I don't know, Lots. I kind of thought that we might see more people pass here early, get one under your belt. And
I think there's two ways of looking at it. You kind of think, okay, I want to get familiar so I know exactly where I need to stand as the weights get heavier. And because it's just one throw, it's not taking too much out of them. So they get more and more practice because it is a new event for everyone. We don't know what these guys are capable of. Yes, they've been practicing on their own setups, but when you get to competition, everything feels a little bit different. So it's just getting that familiarization, but it shows confidence to skip as well. So someone like Guardione has skipped at 60 pounds. He must be feeling good.
And he is one of the better throwers.
Absolutely.
Stoltman was good. Here's Spurgeon, who clipped the lip at 15 feet the last round through. Now he's up 5 pounds.
Can he get this height?
Hip thrust and throw,
And it
he
goes
does.
over. That's good.
You talk about guys not passing rounds just as you get your feel, and it doesn't take a ton out of you. How many bullets do you get at something like this? When you're doing keg throws in training, how many times are you tossing it?
For training for this, they'd be focusing on singles because they're just trying to mimic competition, maybe doubles at most. Throwing 8 kegs in a row, for instance, is much more taxing than just throwing one. This is more brute strength, like we said earlier. It's about getting the most weight over, and you can recover very quickly. You think these guys are used to carrying 1,000 pounds on their back, they're deadlifting 1,000 pounds, 60-pound keg, it doesn't take that much toll on your body. So although it's an explosive movement and your energy levels drain quickly, they recover quickly from that as well. And it's not got the impact that it'll have on the nervous system. So they can do 10, 20 throws, no problem, and still be fine.
Now here's the only man to miss a throw in the first round, Andre Foitu. He came back and cleared easily on the second. And he is good at 60 pounds. But he's now one of just 2 guys to clip the bar.
Yeah, just him and Spurgeon, the only 2 guys. But both men are still in. Bryce Johnson coming out now. North America's strongest man from this year, just a few weeks ago. Took the title from last year's winner, Maxime Boudreau.
Built his confidence big time as well.
Absolutely. Get it. Oh! Didn't expect that, but he's got a second throw, and I know he's got the power to do this.
There's the football player in him.
Hits it again, but this time the power takes it over.
Evan Singleton is going to pass, so the second man to pass, and we will go to Eddie Williams. It's almost like the trajectory was just off. There was almost too much
He almost
going
threw it
on.
straight into the bar rather than up and arcing over. Maybe a little bit too close to the implement.
Williams was the winner of event 2. That puts him in spot 16 here on event 3. Last man to go in this round. After this throw, we'll go up to 65 pounds on the keg.
I think 65 pounds might be the round we see our first misses. 29 kilos we're going up to, 65 pounds. Now things are starting to get a bit more challenging.
Everybody is still in. We had 14 men throw in that second round. 2 passed in Guardione and Singleton.
Austin Andrade there, no problem at all. Thomas Evans. Throwing such an interesting event because they all get through these early rounds quite easy. We don't get too excited. But as we go through and it gets heavier and heavier and the crowd gets smaller in terms of passes, then it gets exciting. I remember last year watching the Weight for Height when you get to those last few rounds and they're doing things that are truly incredible.
Trey Mitchell will be the first man to throw 65 pounds. I think this maybe is the bigger pressure spot, though, because when you get into those later rounds, Laz, it's exciting, but the points are locked up because you're one of the last few remaining. When you start to miss here, it really matters in the leaderboard.
Yes. Trey Mitchell gets it, no problem.
Is that in your head at all, or are you just out there throwing?
You're always thinking of what other guys have done. You're always looking at the points. You're always looking to get points. Once you start to know, okay, I've got some good points in the bank, it allows you to relax and just focus on performing as well as you can. And on an event like this, it's quite technical, with the trajectory being important as well. It's not just about height. You've got to get over that bar. There is an element of pressure.
Shane Flowers was closer than I think it may have felt, but he does clear at 65 pounds, 29 and a half kilos.
65 pounds, we're looking at your average 7 to 10-year-old now.
I can tell you that 70 pounds is about a dining room table. Stealing my bit, Laz. Here's Bobby Thompson.
Bobby Thompson with 65 pounds.
And he is the only guy that goes in that, there's a miss, that one-armed swing into the two-handed throw.
I think for him, it just allows him to get his timing right. It's what he's always done. And he gets it on that second attempt. Good throw there from Bobby. Keeps him in the contest.
How much of this is rhythmic for these guys?
Very much, like so much. You practice and practice and practice, and you develop routine. And being out there, it's important to just let this happen naturally. Try not to force things. Sometimes when you try and force technique, you break down. This needs to be well trained through, months and years of putting the work in the gym. And now you've got to just let your body do what it does naturally. Because with throwing, if you tense up and almost try too hard, you actually reduce the amount of speed that you can produce. And don't throw. If you look at that by Nick Guardian, so relaxed.
Probably could have skipped this round too.
He could have.
Might not have been smart from a staying warm standpoint.
Yes, and that's a big point as well. With 16 guys in there, it's a long waits between each throw, so you don't want to be going cold.
Lucas Hatton, I think, just playing with the weighting inside the keg. 2 throws at 65 pounds. And he gets out of the way. This is a critical throw for Hatton, who comes in 4th place overall.
Second throw for Hatton. Needs to get this. And that's
missed.
the first failed throw. That's not good for Lucas Hatton.
So Hatton is guaranteed no more than 1 point.
Depends what other athletes do, but if they tie, their score will be put together. So he may potentially, if other athletes fail, but this is not the performance he'll want after that amazing start in the log lift.
Austin Andrade. And he catches it.
Yeah, he hits, but it goes over.
You know, it's funny because you've talked about if you throw it the long ways, you get the spin. But the guys that have hit the bar and had it go over have done the flip vertical throw.
You throw it hard enough and it's just going to go over.
I don't really have that problem. Thomas Evans.
American football background, he's explosive. And he may be sure he hit it every side, but it still went over.
You throw it hard enough, Laz. Yeah. Maxime Boudreau. He said about 80 pounds was his goal coming in as well, so high expectations were a ways away from where he expects to run into trouble. And on Boudreau's first throw, he is cleanly into round 4.
Boudreau looking good.
So Lucas Hatton is out. We have seen 2 athletes pass through our first 2.5 rounds, but otherwise, everybody has made it through. You can see Thomas Evans in that last shot have the nice rock.
Comes the birthday boy.
Trying to keep his hands nice and cool. Derwinski.
Good throw there.
Did you ever compete on your birthday?
My birthday's Christmas Day, so no.
So no, yeah.
I trained on it though, many times.
Stoltman. Out of Invergordon, Scotland.
3-time winner of World's Strongest Man. He wants this title. He's been on the podium before here. Doing what he needs to do. Gets through the round safely.
You do get that sense from Stoltman because he's won World's Strongest Man, but he's never won the Arnold. He's never won here. He's finished second 3 times at Rogue. He wants that other major in his quiver.
He's been on the podium in everything, but so far he's only managed to win Worlds. And he wants to be seen as one of the greatest. So to do that, he needs to win these other big shows. He's been training very, very hard for this one.
All right, Spurgeon has clipped the bar on each of his first 2 rounds. Needs a big drive.
Just looks a bit heavy, this one. Needs a bit more height if he's gonna clip it and go over.
And he's gonna throw differently.
Really needs to extend, explode, release as high as possible with those fingers. A good effort. Needs to put more work into the throwing, but he is starting day 1 really well, and as I've said, he's got some great events tomorrow.
Spurgeon bows out. He and Hatton are done. And Spurgeon heads to the back. They don't let you stay out and watch.
No, once you're done, you're going to the back. No privileges. Go and get ready. We still got the brutal manhood stones to come today, so those guys that go out first, they need to get ready first for that, I think.
That's true, they will go first.
Yes.
Here is Tristan Hoth.
It's close, he could do this. Just needs to make some adjustments.
Hoth also comes from a football background.
3 swings this time, and it works. Gets over on the 2nd attempt.
That brings us to Foytu, who's almost your birthday buddy. December 22nd, Foytu will turn 24.
A little bit younger.
The first Czech male to make the World's Strongest Man final. He makes his debut at the Shaw Classic here tonight. Finding the strongest man on earth. That's the 2nd time Foytu has missed the opener.
And he make the adjustments.
He said he wanted a top 5 in this competition, but a mistake could cost you 3 to 5 spots.
Absolutely.
And that might cost him 3 to 5 spots.
Is that 3 athletes out in this round?
There's 3 done.
Still 2 more to go.
And now Bryce Johnson, who also missed his first throw last time. And this looks like he's about to hike a football.
He does. Those legs going. And good throw this time. Really ripped into that one. No mistakes.
That makes the way for the T-Rex. Evan Singleton passed last round. His last throw was at 55 pounds. You alluded to it last event. He's coming off his win at Giants Live back on July 5th. Beat Reno, reigning World's Strongest Man. Beat Mitch Hooper.
He beat everyone. He looked fantastic as well doing it.
His confidence is sky high.
Look at that. No problem at all. Not even close to that bar. Trying to give the John Cena "you can't see me" look. I think he was looking directly at Guardione there. Maybe a bit of gamesmanship going on between those two.
Just come give him an AA. Here's Williams.
There's a good chance Evans does that.
You're not wrong.
Oh, look at these two.
Here comes Williams. Give you another reference. He was wearing a shirt with the Ulafala on it yesterday. Will we acknowledge Eddie Williams on his 65-pound throw? He just didn't have the trajectory. That had the height.
The height was there. Needs to adjust. Come on, Eddie. Great performance in the arm over arm. Frame carry into the arm over arm.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
With the Tiger Woods fist pump to follow.
So now the weights are getting interesting. We move to 70 pounds.
That is 32 kilograms. Again, that is the weight of a dining room table. Glass.
You can manage that one.
Not alone.
Oh, you got it. Come on. Otherwise, these guys will come in and throw it around for you.
Trey Mitchell will lead off. All right, let's take a look at the first bow out, though. That was Lucas Hatton. And his frustration evident. And we lost Spurgeon. And that was followed by Foytu bowing out, which, to paraphrase Agatha Christie, and then there were 13. So now Trey Mitchell in round 4 at 70 pounds. And again, this is where everybody felt like there could be a logjam.
I think we see some guys fail at this height now, this weight, sorry.
Laz, it's such an interesting event because like the guys genuinely have no idea.
Well, we've never seen it done before. So, you know, we're going to see a record set because of the first time. But how high can they push?
Mitchell, yes.
Pressure on Mitchell. He's coming back from that last place finish in the frame carry. Couldn't barely get the frame going. It's been his Achilles heel in so many contests. Puts him in pressure having to go out first, but he's coping with that pressure.
Now here's Shane Flowers, who is battling through a pec tear from 4 weeks ago. Said he wound up in the accident room. Thought he was going to head for surgery, but was able to get through. And he's a great thrower. Injured or not, it shows.
Yeah, he's showing that there. That was easy. So this will be a big throw for Bobby Thompson. If he can get this over, he may well pick up some decent points because I'm sure a few guys will falter at this one.
Thompson was the guy that's only thrown a 45-pound keg coming in. He said he threw it quite high, so he felt confident, but this plays into the art of the unknown.
5 pounds might not seem a lot, but on an event like this, it's a huge amount. Yeah, that's going to be tough for Bobby. That wasn't a trajectory issue. He needs more power, more height.
Well, do you get bonus points for getting it between the two bars?
That's good accuracy.
Yeah. Bobby Thompson out in round 4. Where does the power come from? Is it hip thrust? Is it leg drive?
Very much hips. The hips, the lower back. You try to use your whole body. The arms are working, but a little bit more as a guide. You don't want to just pull with the arms. Use those big muscles.
So Nick Guardione, one of the better throwers in the field. He is a former cross-country runner. Do not adjust your screen. He was 170 pounds. He has only been
I've seen the pictures as well.
He's been lifting weights, Laz, for 10 years. That's it.
Yeah. He's a very different man to his running days. He showed me some pictures. He's almost unrecognizable.
He doubled his body weight when he started lifting weights.
That's some good eating. Lives in Texas, so, you know, he gets a hold of some good barbecue.
Mac and cheese is really what it is. Here is Andrade.
I mean, you know, Guardione's the small one of the training partners, so he's still got some weight to put on if he wants to catch up with his big buddy, Austin Andrade. 405 pounds of him.
Out of Heavy Metal Fitness,
Powerful.
Coach Tim Ingram in San Antonio. And Andrade misses. That was trajectory. It went right into the underside of the bar.
The release point was off. Needs to adjust his timing.
Oh, the first throw was better.
It was, yes. 2 men out in this round so far.
5 men out total. So now Thomas Evans, who's coming in off of his best prep ever. He's never felt better, and he was 6th here 2 years ago.
Former winner of the Shore Classic Open. I've really seen some great athletes come through that route. Thomas Evans, a powerful man, gets the 70-pound over, no problem at all.
I think we're starting to get to that space where guys are going to start shocking themselves a little bit.
Yes.
Maxime Boudreau. Again, looked at himself as a favorite coming in. No reason not to.
Gets it over.
Laz, what would you aim for if you were doing this in your heyday?
Throwing was never my event, so I don't want to say anything. Maybe if I got the first keg over, that would have been great. These guys just keep getting better, and that's why I'm sat up here with you.
Westerwinski. The 9-year veteran. Yep.
Good throw.
One of the best ones of the round.
Yes. It looks like he's got more in the tank. There's a couple of events in this competition I would love to have tried in my heyday, but this one isn't one of them.
This is where Tom Stoltman thrives.
Indeed. Perfectly built to throw.
2 points out of first. He sits in third through 2 events.
So far, he's made every weight look easy, and he sticks to that.
Albatross is 4 for 4.
He's been talking about 100 pounds going over. That's what he believes he's capable of. So far, he's given us no reason not to believe it.
This was the spot occupied by Spurgeon, but he bowed out in the last round, so Tristan Hoth comes up.
You've seen 2 of his Canadian competitors get this weight. Can he be the third? Yes!
Does catch the lip of the bar.
Canadians have grip and they can throw.
Well, even though he's Canadian, he does have a football background, so he's got that offensive lineman in him.
A lot of these guys, real athletic backgrounds.
Played for the Saskatoon Hilltops and the Regina Rams. Bryce Johnson went to camp with the Dallas Cowboys. Guy was 6'6", 320 in college. He's now 405 pounds. And he keeps missing the same way here, Laz.
Yeah, needs to adjust. Sometimes I think he gets a little bit too close. Jumps right back. He's under the bar. You're just, I can see it in your face. You're waiting for that kick to hit someone on the head, aren't you?
I mean, he made the adjustment that time, but yeah, you're right. He keeps backing himself up almost into the apparatus. Evan Singleton just wants to jump to 90. Look at that guy's face.
Him and Nick Guardiona having a bit of a back and forth off camera that you guys won't be able to see. They both believe they can go very, very high on this one.
Yep.
Look at that. And he's looking directly.
How many wrestling celebrations will Singleton go through in this event? So we've got Cena, we've got The Undertaker.
We need the ear next, Hulk Hogan style, in tribute.
Now Williams, last man of round 4. The next throw will be at 75 pounds or 34 kilos.
Come on, Eddie.
And he goes with that horizontal toss.
Oh, I thought it might be going over.
Right back to it. Eddie Williams. Now,
maybe rushed a little bit there. Could have used the time a bit more. Eddie will go out at 70 pounds.
So 7 men down, 9 to go.
So that round took 4 of our athletes out. We will move up to 75. And now things get tasty. We're up to some big weight now.
First man to go in that round was Bobby Thompson. I think maybe a surprise after Thompson was Andrade bowing out.
Yeah, Andrade just didn't have enough. See it there. This was a surprise. Rice was kind of just going far too close to the apparatus. Looked like he had the power. And then our final athlete, Eddie Williams, winner of the last event, bows out with 70 pounds. 9 athletes left. We move up to 75. We're at the business end now.
Trey Mitchell. You know, Trey Mitchell going first has just kind of faded into the background of this event. But as numbers keep dwindling, this is going to be a guy that the longer he lasts, the more help he can do after taking 1 point in the last event.
Trey Mitchell is a contender for this title. We said from the start, the frame carries the issue. Now, he didn't do, he did what expected, I guess, on the frame carry, 1 point. But he's got to pick up points. And he is capable of picking up points on all of the rest of the events. If he can get himself top 3 on this one, stones are a great event for him. Deadlift is a great event for him. He's got the size and strength to carry those huge safes that we have in the yoke tomorrow. Just needs to keep pulling himself back into this contest.
Shane Flowers now at 75 pounds.
Shane's been looking really good on the throw.
Yeah. You want to throw like Shane Flowers, man eats almost 9,000 calories a day.
He is a big eater. Some of the guys just, you find they're naturally bigger. Other guys have to really force it. And Shane is one of those guys. Gets the food. He's meticulous. Just puts effort in all the time. His training, his nutrition, his recovery, focuses hard to bring the best that he can in these contests.
Well, and a guy like Guardione, we talked about last round, how he's sprung up, got into lifting, and his body almost said thank you as it filled out, and he found his calling in strongman after being a runner his whole life.
Yeah. Oh, and a miss there from Guardione.
One more attempt, 10-second window. 75 pounds for Guardione, one of the top throwers. And he stays alive. He and Singleton are going toe-to-toe.
They have their own little private battle going on. And Trey Mitchell and Shane Flowers just sat at the side, happily avoiding their little battle and keep putting pressure on.
Now Thomas Evans. You talked about his football background, one of the last cuts by the Packers in 2017. Sets up to hike the keg.
Just looked like he mistimed that swing. I don't know if it's just a heavier weight now. But he really slowed down as he brought that through his legs and just lost a bit of the speed needed to accelerate back up. Too much.
Second throw didn't have it. You've talked about the fact that the bullets in this event, not a ton of wear and tear, but the second throws in such a tight window, the trajectory and the height just hasn't been there.
Absolutely, like any of these events, when you give 100%, very, very hard to get that power back in such a short time. We're talking 30 seconds with this event. Log, they had 60 seconds. Such an advantage to get it on the first time, and Maxime does that proving that he is a great thrower once again. At the curse of the commentator last year, I was bigging him up, and he totally flopped the throw. But he's showing that that is just a one-off, and he's back to normal business this year.
Fellow Canadian Wes Derwinski.
So far, all Canadians are still in.
I'd love to know why guys are going for certain kegs. They're the same.
They're the same weight. They've all been weighed.
Derwinski goes for the black painted one and throws it clear over 15 feet.
Canadians are looking really good.
Derwinski good, Boudreau good. Oath is coming up in 2 people.
Stoltman next.
The Commonwealth is doing well.
Indeed.
Yeah. The Scottish Stoltman. 75 pounds, you alluded to it last round. He thinks he could get to 100 if the competition carries him that far.
Let's see how high we need to go. Misses. First miss for Tom Stoltman. Pressure on the big man. Can he make the adjustments? Can he deal with the pressure from the other athletes?
The long levers.
No.
No.
I think he had the height there. Hard to tell exactly from this angle, but the keg does not go over. That was not the 100 pounds he was waiting for.
And it wasn't a question of whether or not he could. Clearly he can throw a heavy keg that high.
This is one of the elements with this event. You can have the power, but it still has to go over the bar. Direction, just as important as power.
So 9 of our 16 competitors are out. See if Canada can stay perfect. Here's Tristan Hoth.
Oh, it wasn't far.
I will say the fastest we've seen these guys move is getting out of the way when the keg is coming down. Second of 2 tosses, Hoth.
Oh.
He's the first of his countrymen to bow.
Here comes the T-Rex.
All right, official guess. What wrestler does he go to when he makes this?
He's going Hogan.
Okay.
Oh, the McMahon walk.
That would be good. It would be an Ultimate Warrior shake.
Yeah, that would suit him.
Here we go.
Oh,
well, first he's got to hit the throw.
Indeed.
It took Guardione to his second throw as well. They've been going back and forth with each other. Singleton. No!
Singleton is out. Oh, and look at that. Guardione is waving goodbye. You can't see it on camera, but he stood there waving at him.
And that is one T-Rex fan that...
This little kid, I've seen him so many times this weekend. He is absolutely brilliant. So much sass. He loves strongman. I've seen him at a few tournaments and competitions before. Such a cool little dude.
He got to do the T-Rex roar with Singleton yesterday.
Singleton's his favorite, but he supports all the guys. Such a cool dude.
So after Singleton bows out, we now have 5 men left.
Yeah, this is proven to be a very challenging round. 75 pounds, too much for Evans, Stoltman, Hoth, and Singleton. We move up to 80.
Trey Mitchell, Shane Flowers, Nick Guardione, Thomas Evans, Maxime Boudreau.
Thomas is out.
Oh, excuse me, Thomas is out. But Maxime Boudreau and Wes Derwinski. That's the 5.
That's our 5. And Trey Mitchell is still here. Can he get the 80 pounds over? Oh!
And that, Laz, is the first time I think we saw gravity in motion. The keg just died.
That, too much there.
Yeah, like, you know when it gets heavy fast?
Yes.
It just got heavy
fast. That was then.
fast.
I think he just totally lost his swing. and unfortunately couldn't control it, and that counts as a throw. Tremendous power, just shy, needed a few more inches. And then the second one, as he swings up, just loses balance, and it just takes him over.
So there are 4 left, including 2 men we knew would be here, Shane Flowers and Nick Guardione.
Shane Flowers, he said it in the video earlier, he's never lost a throw. Can he keep that record against some of the best on the planet? Oh. And like you said, this extra 5 pounds just seems to be so much more. It's like gravity has turned up.
Watch his follow-through.
Oh!
I pointed out because it happened on the first throw too. Early on, you were seeing guys throw the keg and walk away, the Steph Curry. Now you're looking at them look back. It's almost as if they're taking a little power off as they watch the keg.
I think it's just the weight. It's just throwing them off. They're not used to this kind of weight now. It's actually starting to become quite heavy.
Guardione competing in his very first strongest man on earth. Could he wind up with an event win at his very first strongest man on earth?
He's going to need to get this to be a clear winner. Still got a couple more throws as well. We could be in a situation where we have 5 athletes tied in first place. If anyone can get this 80 pounds, it's going to give them fantastic points leading into event number 4.
Guardione needs it. He's in 13th overall. Boudreau needs it. He is in 11th overall. Derwinski is in 14th. These guys can all make big moves. There's your Hogan.
It's going to change up the whole look of the scoreboard. And we've seen this so far. Every event, things have been changing up rapidly. We are in for an exciting contest.
A man who's always felt like he's been punching up in weight as he goes through his career. Finally arriving on the big stage, he misses. Needs a lot more.
Too much. We have 2 athletes left that can attempt this 80 pounds. Can we see anyone get it?
I just think, Laz, we're getting to the limits of what a human can do.
Yeah. I do think this 80 pounds is doable. There's guys out there. Maybe Maxime is one of them.
What's in that jar?
That's ammonia, so it's kind of a good sniff of that, clears the head, wakes you up real fast.
Well, Boudreau said he was aiming for first place on the frame carry. He did well. Could he put himself in first place on the keg toss?
Here we go. Yes! Maxime Boudreau is the first man to clear 80 pounds. And there is only 1 man left that can deny him an outright win.
And the intensity on Wes Derwinski's face, clear.
Look at this. Clips the bar, but goes over. And look what it means to Maxime Boudreau.
And the ammonia to wake up Derwinski twice. If he misses, Boudreau wins. If he hits, we go up to 85 pounds, 38.5 kgs. First of 2 throws. Derwinski is very close.
It was a good first effort. Can he improve? Needs a tiny bit more.
It was the hat, Laz.
He's turned it back.
It was not the hat.
Oh. and Maxime Boudreau. Outright winner when it comes to the keg toss.
16 big points for Maxime Boudreau. Well, last event, somebody picked up Neil Pickup. Neil Pickup is with Maxime Boudreau.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with a stoked Maxime Boudreau. Mate, that was such an entertaining event, and it was getting really, really spicy out there. But your experience shone through. You seemed like you had a lot in reserve, Max.
I got lucky. The last keg I slipped and I looked over and went over, so I'm like, whew, I'm lucky there, but...
So you missed it, you missed through it?
Yeah, it slipped out of my hand and it went over.
Now, Maxime, a lot of talk about who's going to win this thing. It's such an open event. You've got some really good events to come. This is looking pretty solid. That's a big 16 points.
I'm enjoying the crowd, guys. Thanks for being here, and we're doing this for you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, Maxime Boudreau with the win in the Max Keg Toss. And it was impressive from the man from Canada.